Hello everybody and welcome back to the next video. This time we're going to talk about my favorite position 4 heroes currently, and in between of that I'm going to tell you which hero is my favorite hero, so definitely stay tuned until the end of the video. Alright, let's start. The heroes you are just currently seeing are basically my favorite heroes, and I'm just going to talk about them because I think these heroes are basically the best position 4 heroes currently, and we're going to pick every hero and we're going to talk about them 30 to 40 seconds, what is good on them, what got changed a little bit, and why do I think they have a very big benefit for yourself. Alright, let's talk about Earthshaker. Earthshaker is very simple to play because you can basically just fissure block your wave and you can get a very good position for your lane. He's not the most dominant hero, yes, but he's very stable. His stats are very good. His right click, trading potential against the enemy plus 5 is very good as well if you get close to him. And overall, his counters are kind of not picked right now, like Clockwork, Rubik, whatever. All these heroes that are very good against Earthshaker are not currently one of the best heroes in the game. So I definitely think Shaker has a very good potential, but he's not the most dominant and best laner. But you always get a 50-50 or minimum a very decent lane. The changes he got kind of nerfed at the start, in my opinion, but just because he got abused too much as a core shaker. And I'm pretty sure Valve wants him to be a support shaker again, and I can see where they're going. I can see in the next patch, or even in the next bigger patch, that Earthshaker is gonna get a small buff again on his fissure, and then he's gonna be very, very viable. But I think he has a space there, and he's gonna get played even in competitive and in pubs. The next one is Shadow Demon. Shadow Demon is getting played in competitive because of one reason. He has a very, very strong save. And the second reason is basically he can stack a lot. He's very decent-ish in the lane. He's not super dominant or something, but the combinations with Centaur, any type of stun, Mars, any setup you can get is very strong and can be very dominant in the lane as well. But overall, if you can't dominate the lane, you can literally go to the triangle or go to the jungle and stack for yourself or stack for your chorus and farm it up. And later on in the game, you have a very strong ulti that breaks people, plus deals damage, slows them, and overall the potential of this hero is very high, and the save is just super good. The next one is Shadow Shaman. Shadow Shaman is very simple. His laning is super strong. The only problem he has is if he's playing against counters that will run him down. But they even buffed Shadow Shaman in the last patch as well. Yes, they nerfed the shard a little bit, but they gave him one more armor. And Shadow Shaman already has decent stats and very high HP pool. You go for stats item. So this hero is slowly turning into one of the best position 4 heroes in the game, basically because all his spells are getting consistently buffed, and he's even getting tankier with the armor. I can even see Valve buffing Shadow Shaman one more time, just a little bit, and I can guarantee you're gonna see this hero quite a lot in the future. Alright, the next one is Lion. Lion is very easy and simple as well. You click your stun, you click your spells, you mana drain people, blah blah blah. But in my opinion, the biggest reason why this hero is actually very famous and he got a very good win rate is, in my opinion, because of the meme. I just saw this meme video on Reddit and I feel like everybody plays Lion. And now they're just realizing this hero is actually not that bad. But also the changes on this hero. He got buffed consistently every single patch. If we're just looking down there, everything is getting buffed. The only nerf he basically got is when they nerfed all the stuns. But other than that, I think he's getting buffed for the last 10 patches. And at some point the hero needs to get good. Next one on the list is the Tusk. Tusk is very basic and simple to play as well. I would say he's the strongest melee hero currently because overall his spells, his possibilities on the lane are very crucial and very strong. Plus you have the potential easily to gank on any side lane. Whenever you go, let's say you start as a tri-lane, there's a guaranteed kill and you can make everything happen. You have a very strong save later on, you have a lot of rush potential with tag team, your ulti is dealing actually quite a lot of damage, especially with solar and all that stuff, and you can actually solo kill support. And overall this hero also got kind of buffed in the last couple of patches already. I think he got a little bit of nerfed as well at some point, but whenever I saw the new tag team, it just made click, because the new tag team is so annoying to play against. Whenever you are a melee hero or Tusk is close to you, you can literally not hit this hero anymore in the lane. It's so annoying to hit him because tag team is just slowing your attack speed and it's so super annoying. Alright, next one on the list is Bad Rider. Trust me guys. Listen. Bad Rider was one of the best position 4 heroes before they nerfed him completely. And he's still not the greatest. But look at these buffs. The only reason why Bad Rider got played on position 4 is because of Flame Break slow. And the projectile speed and all that other stuff. Yes, they nerfed him a lot, but if you're just looking down there, movement speed slow decreased from 25 to 15, 10, 20, 25. And now they're literally buffing it again. Plus, you get 5% more slow later on as well. And more projectile speed, and your Firefly is better, and you get like a, this is just a add up, you get an AoE indicator on your Aghanim's. But like Flame Break itself is enough of a buff to make this hero viable again on support. On middle, no, because he's way too weak in the mid lane, but as a support, I can guarantee you we're gonna see Batrider quite a lot. People just need to understand that the hero is actually quite strong and annoying again. Alright, next one on the list is like a big question mark for myself, but I think Bane is one of the best heroes on supports, but I would say as a position 5. Like, I've played him and tried him on post 4, and he felt really good. But the problem, you cannot farm. Like, your farming ability is just garbage. And overall, like, you can set up kills at some point, but you cannot farm, and whatever you show in the lanes, you feel bad because you don't want to show and give people, like, the understanding that you're not ganking them or something. But if we're just looking at all these buffs, goddamn, this hero is getting buffed every single patch currently. Like, every single spell now on this hero is super strong. Enfeeble, broken. Nightmare, super strong as well, they even buffed the range. Brain Sap is kind of like, let's say, got nerfed a lot back in the day, but they also buffing it again, because they want you to actually use it. And I understand that. But I can guarantee you, Bane is a very strong hero. The only problem Bane has is basically his farming abilities are shit, his push potential is dog shit, and he's actually struggling against Zumeta. And like, when Chen is getting played, Bane is struggling quite hard. But other than that, super good hero. Alright, next one, Rubik. My favorite hero, obviously. Alright, let's talk about it. Rubik got changed, nerfed, and like kind of bashed a little bit in the last patch. I mean, the 7.34C. That was a very big nerf with the Fate Bolt. But overall, they're trying to balance this hero. But in my opinion, this hero is getting stronger and stronger every single buff. Because a lot of the times, people forgetting the fact that whenever they buffing other spells from other heroes, automatically buffing or nerfing Rubik as well. And I can't like think about a lot right now, but I can tell you a lot of spells that I like when I play Rubik got currently buffed, plus you're getting more stats on your int gain. Your cooldown is getting low on telekinesis, which is super good. Nobody cares about the throw distance. Like, annoying, but it's not game changing. The projectile speed on your ulti is even faster now. That basically means if a tide is ravaging you right in your face, you can literally steal the ravage and use it at the same time almost as him. That means you're gonna see two ravages like flying together. And I hecking love that. Like, the speed projectile on your ulti now is insane. And you can abuse this a lot. You need to get used to it. I need to get used to it myself as well. But it is a very, very big difference, trust me. It can be annoying as well. For example, if you have a very good spell stolen already and you want to ulti, then use it quickly. You need to be faster now, but you can still do it. And you can do it even faster now. That's the cool part. It has some up and downsides. But overall, I heckin' love Rubik, guys. Next one on the list, Dark Widow. Yes, I know Dark Widow is getting quite nerfed, quite a lot actually, but trust me, listen. They changed Bedlam, so you can cast it on your allies. Just this buff is enough for Dark Widow to be a super strong hero. They're literally nerfing Dark Widow because people playing him on core, but this hero is a super strong hero to stun and lock down people and being annoying in the teamfights. You have 5 spells to cast, and you can literally annoy everybody in the game. You're putting Bedlam on your teammate. You're using another person. You're slowing them, or like, let's say you're stunning them with your Q. Then you're stunning them with your E. Then they're jumping you, and you're using your W, and you escape or whatever, or you TP out because they don't have any AoE stuns. All of these things are actually very good. They even buffed the level 10 talent with the stun duration. So I think Dark Widow is definitely one of the best support heroes because her laning is also very strong and very solid, and you can actually dominate lanes with this hero, especially if you have heroes like Mars, Centaur, all these kind of stuff. You can set up, your Centaur can set up for your Q or whatever, and you kill any hero because it's a lot of damage, and your right click potential with Dark Widow is very strong as well. Trust me guys, stop playing this hero as a core or something. Play him with items like Veil, Yules, Blink, X, just utility and being annoying for your enemies and helping your teammates. Alright, next one on the list, Mirana.
Today I don't fight.
In my opinion, Mirana is still pretty shit. But I'm not sure. Like, I feel like this hero is good. It has potential. The only problem I see is the item build. Like, Mirana's laning is good. Mirana's like scaling potential is also very good. Mirana's like, let's say, skill level with like Q and W is also very good. The damage is good. The right click is decent-ish. Everything is fine. My only problem with this hero is basically my item build. Like, I literally don't know what to build with this hero sometimes. Everything feels good, but dog shit at the same time. So if you can manage a very good build for Mirana that you can spam every single game, or you just adapt to the game, trust me, Mirana is one of the best heroes for pubs. You can jungle with her, you dominating or winning your lanes, you have a solid stun, like with a setup of course, or yourself, depends. You have a lot of damage with your Q, you have farming potential, your ulti is broken as fuck because people are not buying detection, especially low MMR, and overall like the potential is just very high on this hero, if you play it very well, and if you know what to build in each game. And she's getting buffed. quite a lot actually in the last patches. Like she got some nerfs, yes, but overall I would say Mirana is in a very decent position currently again. She needs a little bit more of a buff, in my opinion, for her stats. And then this hero might be like very good again. If people will find like a very good item build that you can go for on Mirana every game. Alright guys, and it's the last one. In my opinion, Goodwin is super strong. I know almost nobody's playing her, and you don't see her so much. Trust me. We're just looking at this. Okay, this is my favorite hero currently, and in my opinion, the strongest +4 hero or like overall support. We're just looking at the recent changes, okay? Alright. The first one, buff. Second one, buff. Third one, buff. Fourth one, buff. Buff, 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 buff. That's a buff. That's a nerf, but everybody got nerf kind of in that sense, so it's still fine. That's a buff. That's a little nerf, like 1 year ago. Buff, buff. That's a little nerf as well, but you just get the point. The last like 8 changes or 10 changes literally were buffs. And in my opinion, they're gonna buff her again in the future. And I think the potential of this hero is so good because I've tried it a little bit. You can literally go for like Tranquils or Brown Boots, and then you can decide, do you wanna go for like more safe? You go Solar into like E-Blade or some shit, or you go for Right Click. You can easily go Right Click with a Hoodwink +4. Like Maelstrom, Gleipnir is so good in this hero as well. Like you can literally decide whatever you wanna go with this hero. Your farming potential is decent with your spells. You can even farm with your ulti if you want to. That's like the cool part. You can cast your ulti, you use W on the wave, and then you let your ulti go and you farm the entire wave. If you don't have the items for it, for example, or the levels. So like overall, in my opinion, this hero has so much potential, and I think everybody will still sleep on this hero and not play it. Like the biggest downside on this hero is basically one thing. It's the attack time on her hits, and like the laning potential is like not the strongest, but it's still fine. It is not the worst, but also not the best. So I think all these buffs will balance it out. If you can make sure that you're winning, or like let's say you're dominating or like doing a very good lane with Hoodwink, I can guarantee you your MMR is going up quite a lot, because this hero has so much kill potential and so much scale potential later on with the correct items like E-Blade, Maelstrom, all that shit. So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, I hope I gave you like a small idea what I think about the current position 4 heroes, and I'm really hoping you're achieving your goals in the game, and I really hope you're grinding MMR. Good luck, and I wish you the best. Thanks for watching. We're gonna see us in the next video. Peace. Bye bye.